Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading. So, tuning into your energy, I do feel a lot of shifting happening. And I'm not sure if these changes and shifts have manifested into your life yet. It may be something that you're thinking about, something that you're kind of calling in. Um, but I do feel like there's a rush of energy coming in. It's like a wind coming in that you can really make use of to create change. I think like come your season, there will be changes in your life. And so this time right now is a really good time, I feel, to kind of direct your energy a little bit. And that's where I feel like there may be a little bit of insecurity actually. It's almost like you don't quite know where you want to go, what you actually want to do. And so you might not feel like you can see that far ahead. You might feel like you need to go with the flow. So let's try to unpack this feeling a little bit and see if we can get some more clarity here. I did actually pull two cards for you already. The bat and the hawk came out. And I do feel like these are actually two different people or different energies, different kind of streams within yourself if this is just about you. So the hawk energy is really powerful. I'm feeling this comes with a breath of fresh air. So this is definitely about letting go of like outdated things in your life. It's like having cleaned up from the past and you're just like done, 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 done. Yeah, I'm moving on. It's very like light and breezy, but at the same time it feels crystal clear. So I feel like this is a very, very positive energy that you have access to. Then we also have the bat, which is kind of different. It's also about taking off, but the feeling I get with this bat is that this is the kind of energy that just wants to get high. Like it's kind of funny because I feel like the hawk is kind of that is an energy of like having just stopped smoking or something like that, and you're just stepping into this new world feeling crystal clear, feeling pure, feeling empowered within yourself. Whilst the bat is kind of the opposite. It's like becoming more bound to seeking highs, becoming less able to handle, life on the ground in a way, because I feel here like the bat is kind of leaving the earth. It's like trying to shoot off from earth and like the everyday material life. So I'm not sure if you are feeling both of these forces within yourself, like both of these energetic streams within yourself, or if this is you with another person, for instance, or what it is. But let's pull some cards and see what comes through for the ones watching here. What will benefit them? Okay, so I do feel that there was a card coming out and it fell above the hawk. So I feel like this is for the hawk. Wow, the Son of Pentacles. That's very interesting. And then underneath the deck was the energy that I actually feel is much more for the bat. And that was the Five of Cups, and also actually the Ten of Wands coming out here. So I do feel actually for the bat that there may be a lot of insecurity. This is where the insecurity is coming from. If you're feeling unsure of things, I feel like it's coming from that bat energy, and it may actually kind of push you to try to run away from things instead of facing them head on. Yeah, this is almost the feeling that I'm feeling right here is almost like feeling of being paralyzed, of really not knowing how to handle an aspect that you're dealing with, something that you're dealing with in your life. They may be, I'm hearing like a mountain of problems, and I don't know if that is really true. I honestly just feel like you're dealing with this energetic influence that is kind of taking over your mental space. You know, it's kind of taking over. This is a test. This is an initiation, an energetic initiation that you're going through right now. So I would say be very careful to believe in the narrative that comes from these very dense feelings right here. If you're feeling like heavy, insecure, overwhelmed by something, like you don't know how to fix it, you don't know how to get out of it, try to remember that this is an initiation. Like, don't let the thoughts that belong to these heavy and dense feelings take over your mind and trick you into trying to kind of running away, for instance, by getting high, or like just not looking at your problems. That's what I'm feeling. With the other two cards there, the Hawk and the Son of Pentacles, I feel like it actually says that if you just face these things head on, doesn't matter if you don't know how you're going to solve them right now, but if you just face the energy head on, if you walk into that fear, that like deep insecurity, oh my God, I don't know how to get out of this, what do I do? Walk into that feeling and just sit with it. That is actually what I'm getting, because like I said, it feels like an initiation. This is not, it's an energetic test, you know, it's testing you. It's here to help you level up actually, but you kind of have to be able to face these feelings. And so you might not know the exact answers on how to solve these problems or whatever it is right away. But if you walk into it and you face it and you're kind of like, I'm here, I'm present, you know, I'm standing still with it, I'm facing it. It's like, I'm ready to handle it, I'm willing to handle it. That choice, I feel, is actually really gonna start to shift around a lot of negative energy within you. It's gonna liberate you, actually. That's what I'm feeling. You're gonna start to get a whole new perspective of things, like a whole new perspective. Like, this is really leveling up I'm talking about here. It's like really leveling up. It's like on the level of going from being like dirt poor into creating generational wealth. That type of leveling up. It's like huge, actually. So don't run away from these feelings. Like, no, it's an initiation. No, it's an energetic test. Be clever about it. That's what I'm feeling here. So let's see if we can get some more advice here for Gemini. Also, there might be, if you are not feeling these feelings yourself necessarily, you might be feeling them kind of through others, that you're dealing with the bad energy vampires, you know, someone that they may have been running away from their problems for a long time. It's like flying around, not being home, within their own body or within their house or whatever. And now it's kind of like there is all this mess everywhere that has just built up. And now they're feeling just so overwhelmed, and they're just trying to kind of like suckle on your energy. So if that's the case, what I would actually say is like, do the same type of approach, kind of like guide them to sit with their feelings of overwhelm. Tell them like, you just have to face it. You have to face it now. You know, be that grounded force that can see things from or it's interesting because it's like the Hawk is not grounded at all, but the Son of Pentacles is so grounded. So I feel like this is what you actually have access to right here, that being fearless when it comes to kind of like overwhelming emotions or seemingly overwhelming situations in your life, that is going to give you this like deep sense of security, actually groundedness, power. It's going to give you a sense of power, like I'm brave, you know. It's like that feeling of like, I'm doing the right thing. That gives us a lot of power, right? It's like, oh, it boosts us. And then you also have access to this bigger perspective. And I actually feel like this bigger perspective is what is going to come in if you choose to just step into that grounded energy and be like, I will solve this. Please guide me. Please show me. I'm willing. I'm here. I'm present. If you take on that type of energy when facing all of this like chaos and fear and like insecurity and even sadness, yeah, you are really calling in some high powers is what I'm getting here. Yeah, you're moving into a new experience completely. I really love it. Ah, this feels like such a relief. Whew. So yeah, it's possible for you, Gemini. Don't give up if you're in a difficult position right now. Or if you have people around you that are in difficult positions, you know, you can actually be something of a like a grounding force for them. A little bit of a guide and a grounding force, actually. But they gotta solve their own problems. That's important, because it's they have to build their power. Like, it's more like you are teaching them how to build their power. If you resonate with being this hawk and this Son of Pentacles, you're not solving their problems for them, but you are there for them, like as a support. So I love it. Turning things around, definitely. Yeah, a lot of shifting energies here. So let's see, anything else? Wow, because when I was shuffling now, I got the question like, do you want to read for the bat? Because I feel like if you would take the approach of the bat, just like running away from the problems right now, just getting high to forget, or like, you know, all of these things, clearly that's not going to be a beneficial path. Like, clearly that's not going to be a beneficial path. And so I just said, no, let's not get into that path. You know, it's like, let's focus on the hawk here and the potentials that you have coming in. And so the cards that did come out now was underneath, oh yes, underneath the deck was the 10 of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles. And then, oh my goodness, Ace of Cups and the Devil. Shit. What is this though? This is, ooh. Yeah, like I said, it feels like you can, the thing with money, right? Wealth. Like going from dirt poor into like creating generational wealth. That might definitely be a theme for some of you. And I feel, especially with the Devil here, I'm just really seeing his feet on fire. And I feel like the Son of Pentacles is the antidote to that type of feet on fire, not being able to sit still, not being able to kind of stand still and face big challenges and face a kind of a lot of energetic cobwebs. I'm actually hearing the Son of Pentacles is your best friend right now. And I feel like it can really help you to overcome and clear out just a lot of bondage, particularly related to how you feel, like your emotional state day to day. and also related to your finances. There is a lot of new flow that can come in for you, a lot of new flow that can come in for you. But there's something about like not being this feet on fire type of energy, like working with confrontation, standing still, facing the things that are difficult, asking for guidance, expanding your mind, looking for new perspectives, like new ways of doing things. Don't rely on the old way with this Capricorn energy or this devil energy here. You know, don't listen to your old authorities when it comes to this. Look for new people. Look for new, like step outside of your old patterns. Very, very important. And above all, with the Ten of Pentacles, I feel tune into your higher self. Like ask for guidance from your higher self, like constantly if you have to, because I feel like it's actually gonna work at this point in time. That's what it feels like. It's actually gonna give you new perspectives. Like I said, this is a initiation for you. It's a test. It's like a test of your cleverness. So make use of it and you definitely will be rewarded here. That's what these energies are pointing to. And it's really gonna build your sense of security, like your sense of feeling at home and feeling powerful and feeling calm and grounded and just like content, you know, within your every moment, at peace, and also like kind of like blissful, like high without being high, if that makes sense. Just like you're feeling just like good, you know. So yeah, that's cool. Anything else there? The Nine of Swords falling out on top of the Devil. And so what may make it really difficult for you at this point in time is actually that you may have a lot of spinning thoughts, a lot of anxiety, like I talked about, like a lot of narratives, like thoughts within your mind that is like clouding your ability to see clearly, And so it may be tempting to, again, use that any kind of highs to get out of that very challenging state of just having a lot of anxiety and sadness and insecurity and not knowing and just feeling a little bit overwhelmed. So that's what you kind of have to be able to confront, those feelings. Like that's what you kind of have to be able to learn how to accept and sit with. Like that's my experience, and I've had a lot of anxiety in my life, like a lot of anxiety. But my experience is that if you can just sit with it and accept all of the fear and just be like, yeah, I see it, I accept it, it's okay. Just breathe, breathe, breathe. If you do that, like all the time, then over time, it's almost like you build this new part of yourself, this new part of your brain, literally, that can kind of float above the anxiety. It's like, yeah, you may still feel that anxiety, but you also have this other part of your brain that can just observe everything and anything, and it's just flying over there. And it's such a relief, because it means that even if you're facing things that invoke a lot of anxiety in you, you still have a clear mind. Like you still have that power of your cleverness, you know, because as a Gemini, you're very clever. You are very clever. You know how to get out of things. You know how to solve things. You can just find solutions. You're also such a synchronistic sign. Things will just come to you. Like when you're asking for it, it will come to you. And so building this mind space that is able to be clear, even though you're facing maybe a lot of challenges on a material level, you know, on a physical level. I just feel like that's going to be so beneficial for you. So let's see, one final card here before we wrap up for Gemini. So I'm feeling that this may be in regards to some kind of relationship. Maybe if the bat is actually other people, yeah, in your life. Cards coming out was the 2 of Cups and the 5 of Swords. And then, yes, underneath the deck was the 7 of Wands. Okay, so definitely saying that if all of this anxiety is coming from other people in your life, if they are the ones that are now starting to feel very burdened by reality, maybe you've already gone through that, you know, a little bit, and you're starting to move into a more clear state. So if that's the case, then definitely, like I said, like, don't let them feed off of your energy. The Son of Pentacles, I'm just feeling this sense of being grounded. I'm here. I see you, I see your problems, but I'm not going to solve it for you. Like, just being this kind of like grounded, energetic support, but not really taking on their shit, kind of, you know, separating yourself from their problems, especially, you know, if we're talking about people here that maybe you've tried to talk to them before, and you've tried to advise them before, and you've tried to say, maybe you should do this, maybe you should do that, and they have just been kind of running away and not taking you seriously. I feel like that might be the case for some of you. If that's the case, then even more necessary, I feel, for these people to actually, in a sense, find their power, like learn their lesson, take on the lessons that they have accumulated for themselves and learn how to solve them. And I feel like you can really, like I said, support them in that, but just be very, very cautious not to take on their energy. I feel here with the hawk just flying away from, you know, these colors here. It's like the colors of like the root, the sacral, and the solar, which is kind of like the material realm. And so it's like you're expanding beyond these feelings of the material realm. It's almost like you're expanding beyond the feelings of matter, but you're not doing it to run away. It's like you're doing it to find this new type of inspiration, to get this new type of perspective. You're grounded within it. You're willing to do what you can to solve whatever issues, or like I said, if this is about other people, you're not running away from the relationship, just saying like, okay, I'm gonna leave you behind now. I don't feel like that's what's happening here. You are there energetically, you know, you are a support, but you're just being very honest, saying you will have to deal with this yourself. Like, I'm not gonna spend all my time talking to you because you are anxious now and you don't know how to solve this. You will have to learn how to stand for yourself, you know, stand by yourself, and also figure it out by yourself. So that is so, so powerful. Wow, I just feel like there is a lot of shifting happening right now in regards to relationships here on earth. It's like we're starting to leave that old energy vampire template behind. People are really moving into healthier times. And I just feel like with that, you know, the new era, the new energy that's going to come in, I feel like it's going to be just like so good in so many ways, and specifically related to like finances, actually. So I do think we're seeing it already, that we may experience like some collapsing of old financial structures and things like that. And of course that might cause a lot of anxiety and like turmoil within people, but better times are coming. Like, and I feel like some of the things that we went through in these readings, these tactics, like modes of operating, may be helpful in kind of creating the space for that new era of just honestly more financial flow without being bonded, right? It's like having the financial flow, having access to money without having to be bonded to these vampires. I love it, Gemini. I wish you so much luck with this. You can do this. Like, yes, I believe in you. So take care. Thank you for watching. Bye.